Hey guys, hope every day as well as a great life.
We are here for our second Yes song. Roundabout was phenomenal.
Yeah, we did the drunk reaction video where we were
that was fun.
very much under the influence, and we heard our first Yes song, which was Roundabout.
Yeah.
Which I honestly don't remember too much of how it went.
I do. It was great.
But we listened to it also, like, months later, not too long ago, while we were also under the influence, listening to it again.
Dang.
So I remember it better now, but, like, from the very first time, there was not, like, much to remember. So I'll, like, listen to it again soon.
Also, let us know if you want another one of those drunk reactions, because it was fun for us, obviously.
That was super fun, dude.
But, yeah.
Alright, so today we're doing Yes, Owner of Only Heart, and let's go and dive into it, man.
Yeah, let's see it.
Move yourself. You always live your life
Huh. That was not what I was expecting.
No,
To be very honest
this is
with
very
you.
different than Roundabout.
So my very initial thoughts are, in terms of the lyrics and the projection, I felt like towards the halfway point, it felt redundant in a way that I'm not a fan of usually at all. With that said, though, the production was like a 10 for me. Like,
wow, what?
For me, dude,
Okay.
just the way they employed like all these little pieces. There
Really?
were certain like parts where I wasn't like a fan of it, but then there were more parts where I felt like it was really innovative and like different in a way that I kind of like liked. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it. Okay, so it's just weird because I had literally the exact opposite reaction.
Yeah.
I thought that underneath the production there was a very good song. I think it was well written from a writer's perspective, and I think that it was put together well. Production wise, I thought it was bad. I thought it aged terribly. I thought I'm now of course those of you who've watched this for a while know that I'm not a huge fan of like 80s production, 80s sounds.
It's very hard for a song to get past you that you like.
Yeah,
which is fair.
But it's been done. It's been done if it's done right.
Happened.
I just feel like for me, and I think this is a quintessential example of why I don't like 80s production. To me, it feels overly obnoxious and it doesn't age well. So stuff like the explosion noises in the background.
I would say it doesn't age well. I would say that, but I did like still kind of like just enjoy like I would say the harsh transitions almost, where they would just completely like
I just did like the
flip out of nowhere.
Like this crazy little stuff in the background. Like to me, it would have been like a 2-point higher song if it didn't have those like crazy.
It wasn't
thrown
like
in.
overly polished.
Well, not even a polish. It was the crazy sound effects. Like all those crazy like explosion sounds in the backgrounds and like the record scratch. Like, it felt like, oh, how many crazy things can we put in here? And they weren't thinking, does this help the song? They were just like, oh, this is trendy right now, so let's put it in.
They were thinking more like, what can we do? Like, how far can we go, and less of like, should we do this?
Oh, not even. Basically. I don't think it's as far as we. To me, what happened is they brought that song in, and you could hear parts like towards the end when it just did the arpeggiated guitar thing.
Yeah.
That is how I feel like they brought the song in, and then a producer like that's what happened a lot of times. Like these bands would bring in a song and they would record the song, and then the producer would deal with all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And so to me, this felt like a producer that was just like hip and witted producer at the time, and just added in a bunch of sound effects and a bunch of stuff that he thought was awesome. And I think didn't like maybe they had a big hand in it. It didn't seem like it, but I could be wrong.
I feel like in relation to like the crash noise you're referring to, I'm pretty sure I zoned all that out. Like I was only focusing on the instrumentals. Like I do like now recall hearing like random sounds, but for the most part I was focusing on just like how, let's say, the initial like guitar strumming caught like the dun 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 dun.
Okay,
dun,
that stuff was
like,
great.
Stuff like that.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. The music underneath and the drumming, even though like all of it was sampled. Like it was sampled drumming is what it sounded like. But I didn't mind that. What I minded was all of those obnoxious sort of thrown in stuff. And obnoxious is maybe the wrong word. I don't know, but
I know what you mean.
But
like it popped out.
Without that stuff, if that wasn't there, I think this is a much better song.
Yeah. This was definitely, I would say, less impressive than Roundabout. Roundabout was a great song.
Yeah, well, this is also a different song.
This song's good too, but it's just
it's different. It's a different niche. Like this is a polished single, whereas Roundabout felt like kind of a progressive rock song.
Yeah, and I guess that's like what I was kind of expecting when I walked into like another like Yes song.
But I mean, I'm happy that it was something different. Like it shows that they've got versatility.
That's true.
So I mean, rating wise, 7.4, I think.
7.4?
7.4.
I'm gonna give this like an 8.3.
Okay.
Just because I like literally 90% of that comes from the first 30 seconds of the song when the guitar came in like dun dun dun.
Yeah.
I don't even know why it just like spoke
really
to
caught
me.
you.
It really did.
Okay.
All right. With that said, I am far more interested though in progressive rock. Yes. So go ahead and drop below suggestions for other songs that are not like the same as Roundabout, but like in that same kind of like feel like progressive rock. Progressive rock. I want to see them take their instruments to like the next level.
Yeah.
So with that said, let us know. See you guys next time. Have a fantastic day.